Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a full face of new makeup that I did recently purchase. I want to get into it so that this isn't too long, and I'm actually going to start with my eyes, which I normally don't do, but only because I think that this look could get a little messy. So actually, to prime my eyes, I always prime my eyes. But I usually use concealer, so this is the concealer we'll be using later. This is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, and I have mine in the shade Light 2, which is the shade Vanilla. And so I'll just put this on my eyes to prime. I'm just going to set that with my powder really quick. I'm not going to talk you through this eye look. I'm just going to point and show you. I think it just goes by quicker that way. Also, this isn't like a tutorial on this look or anything. I just got this in the mail the other day and I was super excited. This is the Wet n Wild Pac-Man collection. So I have a few things that I'm going to be using from them. This one, it's the eyeshadow thing. It's the Game Over color palette. There's lots of color in here, which kind of stresses me out. I'm not a person who uses color, and you can probably tell that from my channel. But I did want to branch out and try it out. So that's what we're doing today. We're branching out and trying things out. I'm very nervous, and if this look doesn't turn out very good, then we're going to blame it on that. But I want to try to use every color in this palette, if that's even possible. We're going to try. My eyes are partially done now. I did want to mention I'm trying to use every color in the palette, so I haven't touched the blues or the purple yet, but they will go on my bottom lash line. But this is what it's looking like. I mean, I think it looks okay. Again, I'm not one who plays with color a lot, so I really don't know how to like mesh everything and make it look good. Also, I'm not the best at eyeshadow, but I think it looks pretty good. The only thing I will say is I love this shimmery color, this white shimmery color right here. It is beautiful, but you definitely have to use a glitter glue with it. It applied way better on the places that had the glitter glue versus not. It just kind of added like a little sheeny top. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and go into the face. So y'all might be upset with me because I don't have a new foundation or primer, but I think everything else I have. So I'm just going to be using this Essence Fresh and Fit Awake Primer. I'm trying to go through this one, but also I love it to add like just a little bit of a sheen underneath the skin, because I have been talking about recently I don't like my skin super matte. So this is also a pore minimizing primer, but it also adds the shine. So That's why I love this one. And then for foundation, I'm using a foundation I haven't used in a while. This is from Catrice. This is the HD Liquid Coverage Foundation, and I have mine in the shade 10 or light beige. So we're just gonna try this one out today. I remember I did like it, so Don't be surprised if I like it still. So next I showed you guys I was going to be using the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer for the concealing. I don't know how much of this to use or how fast it dries up, so I'm going to do one eye at a time. Okay, and I always set my concealer, but I don't have any powder because I'm trying to go through all the powders that I have right now. So I'm just using the Maybelline Fit Me powder, and I'm trying to go through it. So also I have mine in the lightest shade, I think the shade 10. And I always set my concealer. I don't necessarily set my face anymore. I usually just set it with like a setting spray, but not with powder, just because I don't want to look super matte. I have the ColourPop blush stick and a ColourPop light stick. So one of them is a highlighter and the other is a blush. So the blush I have in the shade 25-8, and it is just this beautiful like mauvey nude type blush that I need on my face right away. This is what the color looks like. So pretty. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a brush and swipe the color onto the brush, and then I like to tap it out on the back of my hand to make sure it's not going to give too much pigment. I don't know necessarily if this is the blush that I would pick for this specific eye look, but I think it's really pretty, and I think it'll all come together at the end. Sometimes I add too much blush and I'm like, do I look like a clown? But then I keep adding more blush, so clearly I guess I don't care. Alright, so that was the blush stick. I think it's super easy to apply. I mean, you saw, it takes like 2 seconds. You can apply it with your fingers, you can draw it on and then blend it out. You can apply it with a beauty blender. I just prefer to use this brush, and specifically from Japanesque. This is the 962 brush. I don't know. I just find it's easier to use my creams with this brush. So this highlighter, I have it in the shade Star Bright, which it is very, very bright. You can see right here, it is like a blinding highlight. I swatched it in the store and I was obsessed. So this one, I'm gonna try to use my finger for. So I'm just gonna rub it all over my finger and then try to do the tap out. It does have a little bit of glitter in it, so if that's not your thing, you might not like this, but it's not like huge chunky glitter. It's more like just like smaller specks of glitter. I think that's really pretty. And I think these are so easy. Like, I've fallen in love with cream products recently just because they're so easy to apply. Like, that took like 2 seconds. Like, I guess powder products take time too, but with cream products, they look nicer on the skin and they don't like dry your face out compared to powder products. So I don't know, I've been loving them recently. Okay, I have these 2 things from Wet n Wild that I did want to try out. So these are like their power palettes. So they have a blush lighter and a bronzer. I don't know if the bronzer is going to be enough bronze on my face, but we will try it out. I don't know, it just looks a lot more highlighty than bronzery. But this brush, I have wanted this brush forever since Kathleen talked about it, and here it is. It's so cute. Like, Wet n Wild, you need to come out with this as like a real long time one and keep these glitters in there because I love it. I'm gonna use this as the bronzer brush. Dip it into the pellets. These things weird me out, these little pellet situations. I'm gonna go on the back of my hand and then let's see. Okay, so there's some pigment there. Maybe it's like a bronze topper. Here, I'm gonna grab a bronzer really quick. I'm just gonna use my trusty old butter bronzer. I really like this brush though. It's super soft. It fits right there on the contour of the cheek perfectly. It's nice, I like it. And it looks pretty ashy. I don't know if it's this combination of the blush with that, I don't know. I guess it doesn't look as bad as I'm making it out to be, but I still don't like it. I'm afraid to try the blush thing now because I didn't like that one. But we're gonna try it. Okay, that's enough. Okay. So I mean, that's the perfect like name for that, blush lighter, because it's just enough, like, I don't know if you can see that on my hand, but it has just enough pigment to be like a blush, but it also has the shine to be the highlight. Oh, I need eyebrows. I'm wondering why I look so weird. I'm a mess in today's video, y'all. Okay, so now we're gonna go back into the eyes now that my eyebrows are done. So like I said, I wanna try to use all of the eyeshadows in this, so I'm gonna stick to this blue, this purple, and I don't think I use this shade, so... So I want to make a statement, and that statement is, I think I like the palette. I tried to use every shade in here, which I don't think turned out like I wanted. I personally don't like my eye look. I like the top, I like the lids, they look good. I just don't like what I have going on under the lash line. Again, that's all personal preference. Talking about the shadows specifically, they blended really well. They're Wet n Wild quality. I love their eyeshadows. I think they're great. And for like a beginner palette, if you don't already have like a colorful palette and you're trying to play with color like I am, this is really inexpensive and like a great choice. I like it for that reason. I just don't like it because I don't know how to use color yet. So that's the reason I'm upsetty. Not because that's bad, because I'm bad. I am gonna just add a blue eyeliner to the bottom. This actually isn't a new eyeliner. It's from L'Oreal, and this, I think they're discontinued now, but they're like my favorite eyeliners. For mascara, we're gonna be using this CoverGirl Lash Blast Volume Mascara. I used to use this back in the day, and I remember I really loved it. So I purchased it again so that I could try it out. Looking at my lashes now, I don't think this is the best that they have ever looked. I definitely think that the mascara did more for my length than any volume. I mean, the second coat did more for volume, but I did find that it kind of left my eyelashes looking spidery. And I don't know about you, but I'm personally not about that look. I mean, sometimes, but I don't know. It doesn't look horrible, I just don't think they look the best that they ever have. Okay, and then for lips, I have this ColourPop BFF lip liner. I kind of wanted something more like neutral, just so that it didn't distract from all that's going on the eyes, because there's a lot going on, especially for me. Alright guys, so that was everything for today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy. I kind of gave you like a run through of the products as we were going through the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and it really means the world to me. Let me know if you've tried any of these products, if you love them, if you hate them. Let me know down below. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys are having a blessed day or night wherever you are, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye. I don't know how I feel. I mean, it's growing on me the more that I look at it, but do I not just look ridiculous? Ooh, the blue is popping. See what I mean about the spider lashes? I don't know. Oh, it's pretty. Also, I can't make pretty faces when I'm trying to show off eyeshadow. Like, how does one do that? Like that?